time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more.
If I see one more video saying Frozen Blaze is better than Superior, Jerry's gonna get it. This is it. This is the final Frozen Blaze video. It's not better than Superior, and we're gonna prove it. I have compiled several other YouTubers' videos of themselves doing this Frozen Blaze versus Superior comparison, and I'll show you that Superior is better. There is no question. And for those of you people that are going to comment, oh, he forgot this tiny little detail or something, I want you to ask yourselves before commenting, is that detail going to make Superior worse? No. No, it's not. So hold your comments until the end of the video, please. Alright? Let's do this. Before this video starts, I am going to be disabling the like to dislike ratio of this video for two reasons. One, because my videos are getting dislike botted and that's super uncool. And the second one is I want people to watch this completely unbiased because I'm very sure that a lot of those Frozen Blaze fans are going to instantly see the video, dislike it, not even watch it. And I don't want people that are genuinely curious on if this set is better or not to look at the like and dislike ratio to determine what they think. So I want this to be as unbiased as possible. And again, all of my videos have been demonetized, so no, I'm not doing this for money or anything. I genuinely want people to know that Superior is better than Frozen Blaze. Anyways, let's do this. So this is going to be a comparison between the maxed out stats of Frozen Blaze and the maxed out stats of Superior. This is using the Legendary Blaze pet, Full Hot Potato Bucks, and this is using Legendary Dragon. I had to retype these numbers myself. This is using Legendary Dragon and the 5% increase, so this has a total of 15% increase, and this has the Legendary Blaze pet, which is already supported by the wiki. So right here we can see health, 952, health, 1120, basically a Superior wins there, defense, Frozen Blaze does win, and you can kind of just compare the stats yourself. I'll just kind of swap between the two. I'll try to make it a little easier to look at. And we can just look, so this is Hypixel's video right here. And he did the math because I'm not sure exactly how EHP works, but basically, Frozen Blaze has 19,631 EHP with his stats. And Superior, and the purple number is with a Legendary Ender Dragon pet. And that is 19,740, which does end up being stronger than Frozen Blaze. If you're using Legendary Tiger, which is also a trash pet, don't get me started on that one, it will be worse. So of course you will need the Legendary Ender Dragon. Now you may be saying, well, true, you know, but Superior Dragon and Dragon pet cost like 200 million more than Frozen Blaze. Yeah, it does. If you want to be the best, that's what it's going to cost. If you're going to be using any pet besides Legendary Dragon, then Frozen Blaze will have more HP. Sorry, Tiger, but you're out of this competition. Next, we'll talk about the direct damage. Now, it's somewhere in here. Yes, right here. So, this is on the second hit. So, this is not including first strike. This is the second attack. Frozen Blaze does 64,490 damage. Tiger does 61,600. And Ender Dragon stomps them both with 71,676. Keep in mind, this is on the second attack. So, overall, a DPS, Legendary Dragon just destroys this. And you can watch this whole video if you'd like. I'll leave the link in the description. This is a great comparison. Even though they say that Frozen Blaze is the new DPS meta, it's not. Dragon is. That's just what it is. Meta is the top, the best, the best. Not the most practical, but the best. So Menacing Banana actually does have a direct comparison video. I will also leave this in the description because this is a really, really good one, just showing that Frozen Blaze doesn't really do that much damage. So he is using a level 100 Legendary Blaze pet with Superior. He's also using a Midas Sword.
In general, like
and
Blaze with...
he does 100,246 damage, alright?
Without pet, and let me just despawn this...
And when he changes to Superior,
Blaze
he's
pet.
not using a pet right now. So this is Superior with no pet, and he's dealing about 11,000 damage less. So Superior without a pet does 11,000 damage less than Blaze with a maxed out level 100 Legendary Blaze pet. But if he just puts on an epic Ender Dragon, keep in mind, this is an epic Ender Dragon. It's not even legendary. And he's going to be using the Midas Sword, which, if you're using the aspect of the dragons, this is going to be even more. So this is an epic Ender Dragon with a Midas. And he's going to be dealing 105,000. This is 5,000 damage more than Frozen Blaze with the Blaze pet. So if the Epic Ender Dragon with a Midas does 5,000 more than the Blaze with a leveled 100 Legendary Blaze pet, Legendary Ender Dragon's going to do significantly more. Same with, Tiger Pet with its 20% DPS increase, and I'm willing to say this. Tiger Pet is better than Frozen Blaze. So you can just see he's doing, 10,500 damage. When he switches to the Aspect of the Dragons, it's 108,000 damage. So now we're at 8,000 damage more than Frozen Blaze. And Frozen Blaze, you are locked to Blaze Pet. If you want to be, like, the highest HP and the highest attack possible, you have to be using the Blaze Pet. Now, it's true you can use other pets, like you could use Wolf for Slayers and stuff, but you won't be doing it nearly as much damage, so there really isn't a point. You're kind of stuck with that Blaze Pet. Now, something I will give Blaze Pet is if we go back into Minecraft here, let me just, if we go back into Minecraft, and I'll just go ahead and look at one of the auction house Blazes, because there is something I will give Blaze Pet props to. So we search out Blaze here. You do get, up to, I'll try to find a higher level one. It looks like all of the ones in auction house are terrible. This one's okay. You'll get up to 20% increased stats in Blazing Fortress. This is nice because you can use, a Blaze Pet and have higher pet luck in crafting stuff in the Nether. I mean, I guess you can't really get any rare drops in the Nether though, so it's basically paying 70 million for pet luck. That's not very good. Going back to Menacing's video here, you can see that the Blaze Pet only upgrades the Blaze armor stats. So this does not actually include your main stats. So all your talismans and stuff, those are not actually affected by Blaze Pet. Your God Potions are not affected by the Blaze Pet. If you're using a pet such as Legendary Ender Dragon, that 10% increase, along with Superior's 5% increase, will affect your God Potions, making them even stronger. So Frozen Blaze does not get any special perks from God Potions, while Superior gets 5%, and if you're choosing to use a Legendary Ender Dragon, additional 10%. Honestly, I'm not sure how this has went unnoticed. I haven't even talked about the biggest flaw of Frozen Blaze yet, and you can already see that Frozen Blaze is not that good. It's pretty decent, but it's nowhere close to Superior. The final and biggest flaw with Frozen Blaze armor is the set bonus itself, the Frozen Blaze aura. So this aura makes you miss your first hit almost every time, I would say. I'd say you can probably get away with hitting a couple enemies and getting first strike, but you miss your first swing entirely. And this swing does significantly more damage than the other ones. So if we're comparing this over the course of, let's say, 10 hits, Frozen Blaze immediately starts off by missing the first hit almost every time. So if you're trying to kill mobs in dungeons, your first hit is going to do significantly less damage than it should, especially compared to dragon and other pets. So when most dungeon mobs take 5 or so hits to kill, the first strike hit does actually matter. While it's true that this doesn't really matter as much for bosses, since bosses sometimes take a couple hundred hits to kill, you will also be missing some of your attacks, and I have personally owned a Frozen Blaze armor set. My guild can vouch for me. I bought it and had to sell it. It was a terrible decision for me to buy it. And it also cancels some of your hits because of the aura has a fire aspect-like effect. So when you stand near a mob, it starts taking damage, and if you click right as it takes damage, your attack will sometimes miss, and that's a huge problem because now you're missing multiple attacks. So next time you see someone saying, oh, Frozen Blaze is the new meta, please send them this video, because people need to know that Frozen Blaze, while it's a decent set, it's not the best, it's not better than Superior, and you're much better off buying Superior Dragon Armor and getting yourself either a Epic Tiger Pet, a Phoenix Pet, or if you're rich enough, a Dragon Pet, because Dragon Pet does significantly more damage. Even Epic Tiger beats a level 100 Blaze Pet. It does. So that is it. That is the official end to the Frozen Blaze debate. I'm here to put an end to this once and for all. I will be responding to comments now that people say if I forgot something or, oh, it's not true because of this. I will be responding to you. I'll do my best to be chill about it, but just know that Superior Dragon Armor is still the reigning champion.